Okay, try to be as quick as possible. You're looking at the SPY 500. These two lines are basically support and resistance. So I went back and flipped the chart just to find these numbers. What I'm looking at is we found resistance right at that line, and we're pulling back. The next thing you wanna anticipate is you have a gap right in here, so you might want to see fill. Another line is you want to pay attention to is this low right here. Breaking below this low won't be good for the market. Why is that? We are already in a lower low. Look how we are reversing on hitting that 50 on the weekly. So closing below that line, the red line, which is pretty much this candle, will pretty much, I'm thinking it will give an indication that we want to roll lower. So we have either we're going to consolidate, which pretty much like any other stock can do, so or either go sideways, or you can have another candle that's going to break and close. If we have a close above the 50 moving average on weekly, that's a really good sign. Why? Because if you look at the chart and you study any chart, closing above the 50, every time closing above the 50, that's a good sign. Closing below it, that's not a good sign. We have a reversal actually right in here, and that's like in a chart. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So you have a reversal, so we're expecting a pullback. The pullback can come on the daily and fill this gap. We have a low here, so starting to close below this low right here, that's not going to be a good sign. In that case, I'll probably close all my long position, and then wait for an opportunity again, or starting to short the market. And that applies actually to the IWM, the QQQ, or any other market. Couple charts that I want to show you is one of them is called ON. I don't know if you're familiar with it. I have a position on this one. You look at it in a week. I like to look at the chart after Fridays on the weekly and see what's happening. I don't want to go too deep in this. I can explain it, but it's going to take way too long. We have a breakout. We have volume coming in, that's as simple as you want it. I think I probably got in on this date here, so I'll be watching the 21. Any violation of the 21, that will give me concern on any stock. AutoZone, another good stock. It's a slow mover. Look at the chart on weekly. I urge you to look at the chart on the weekly. That'll give you a clear indication what's happening. We just have actually a breakout. It's a slow mover. It doesn't do much. Hershey's, we just actually get a nice clean chart. We have a move that's about like 22%. We have a correction moving sideways. You have actually, that's a cup and a handle, and you have a breakout. You can see it right here. That's Hershey's. You got CELH. I think you're familiar with this one. This one actually a good entry point will be right on this day, or any one of these days. Now we're having consolidation sideways. You see that? And then we're waiting for a breakout. You look at the chart on weekly. You have a move. Always look at the story and see what's happening. You have a move, and you have pretty much the trends probably end up right when it did break this low here, when it violates it on this week. So the whole trend finished. Now we're waiting for another trend. The stock goes sideways. Now it's starting to break here. We have good volume coming in. Now we moved up out of this base. Now we're starting going sideways. You wanna see the stock break out and going that way. That's CLH. We have a CF, another good stock. This is basic material sector, agriculture inputs. What's the story? So always look at what's happening. You have a base, move up. You have a pullback. We have a move up. We have flutter flag, move up, flag, move up. Now we're pulling back. Okay, moving to the daily. That's a good sign, coming up and closing above the weekly. Above the 50 moving average. Now we're going sideways. You want to see the stock moving up this way. Another one. It's called ATI, I do have a position on this one. Again, look at the weekly. You see resistance here, and then you have resistance here, and then we have resistance here. Okay, and then you have a support here, here, and then here. Now what happened is we broke out that resistance right in here, and then we pulled back, so that resistance became support. Now we're pushing even higher. So I do have a I do have a position. Another one is WMK. What's the story? Look at all this base stock. Always pay attention to these little details. Higher lows. We have a low here, and then we have a low. You see that? So you have a low here, and then you have a low. Somebody's buying the stock, getting tight. That's a cup and a handle. You have a breakout, breaking out, went all the way to what, 67 something, came back to that resistance. Now it's become support. Now we're pushing even higher. We pushed even higher. How much we pushed higher? We pushed out about 35-35%. Now we're going sideways. Pay attention to this breakdown candle. You want to close above it. Actually, we did close above it this week in here, indicating that higher prices are more likely to come. So an entry point could be probably either this day or this day. You don't want to chase it when it's up here, and always watch the 21 moving average. Another one's called CVLG. This is trucking. This is Covenant Logistics. On the weekly, what's happening on weekly? We have a long base actually that's been consolidating for about 7 years. Look at that resistance here and here and then here. Now we come in here. What I want to see the stock going sideways for a little bit and then break out. So that's a good entry. Will be like right on this week, right here on this day. And look again, we have a high, we have a low, we have a low, and we have a low. We have higher lows, breakout, consolidation. That's exactly what you want to see. This could be an opportunity here, and that could be an opportunity here. I don't want to chase it here, and you have might be mindful of this gap right here. Now we're going sideways. Okay, so that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know. One more chart I want to share about. It's a crypto. I do have a position, and I did tweet about it. It's BNB BTC. See, if you have, this is BNB, but it's not your regular BNB. You have actually to have Bitcoin. If you have a USD, if you have fiat money, you have the dollar. You have to convert it to Bitcoin and then buy BNB. One thing I want to share with you is look at this chart on a weekly basis. Right here, we have a breakout. Let me move all those stuff out. I want to be so quick. I don't want to take too long of your time. Anyway, all right. So we have a breakout right in this area. Flag going sideways here, and then we moved all the way up. And all this is weekly. This is a weekly chart. Now we're consolidating. We're making higher lows, and then we just broke out. That's why it caught my attention. It's not the daily. It's a weekly consolidate. It's a weekly breakout. And now look what happened. We have a breakout, so you can actually get in even here on this day. That's a good entry point. Flag, and then moved up. Now we pulled back to the 21. That's what I got in right in here on this day. And this literally this day, actually yesterday, confirmed my entry point that I'm on the right side. What is my exit point? Starting to close below here on a daily, I'll get out. So that's my plan. This is a good reversal candle. I'm expecting it to take off from here. Thank you so much, and take care. Bye.